I decided to leave my job and book a one-way ticket to Nicaragua because I wanted to learn how to photograph surfing. Specifically, I wanted to photograph surfing on 35mm film. I've never done any form of surf photography and have virtually no experience with the ocean. This trip is going to be all about learning something new and making a whole bunch of mistakes.
This is going to be a very new experience where we're going to make a lot of mistakes, and it's going to be a very large learning curve. Let's take a look at some of the film that I'm going to bring on this trip with us. So these are the cameras that we are going to be taking with us on our month-long trip to Nicaragua. First off, we have the Aquaboy 3000, also known as the Canon A1. And this is a waterproof 35mm film camera. We are also taking the Fujica AX3. Currently it has a 50mm f2.2 lens on it. Along with the Fujica, we're gonna take a couple extra lenses for it. This is a 75 to 40mm zoom lens f2.8. And for the actual surf photography, we are going to be taking the Fujica 75 to 300, but this only shoots at f5.6 when it's completely zoomed out to 300mm. So that's what I'm going to be doing most of the surf photography with. Hopefully I get good enough by the end of the trip that I'm able to go out there in the actual surf with the waves and stay out there and try and get some up close action shots with the A1. I think that'll be really fun. And in terms of film, Ilford Delta 3200, Kentamir Pan 400, Kodak Gold 200, Portra 800, Kodak 400TX. And then this is actually some of my favorite film. This is just standard Fujifilm 400, cheap Walmart film. And then as always, we have the trusty X100V that is coming with us because I take this camera literally everywhere I go. This is the kit. This is what we're gonna try and learn surf photography with.
With all my cameras packed, I flew south to meet up with Nico.
I'm too drunk for this.
After a very long day of traveling, we're finally here.
And we are about to go mess around on the beach. So we are going to get the Fujica all loaded up. If I can find my red dot, line that baby up. And click, we are gonna load this up with some new film. Hope there's nothing in here, pretty sure there's not. Hooray, here. A little bit of Gold 200 to start the round off, huh? What do you think about that? X3 film camera. That's all. We're gonna turn her on, fire off, couple frames. And there we go. We're wandering out to the beach now, and we're gonna take a look at what we can see. Nobody's surfing yet, but might as well figured give it a go anyway. See what she's looking like.
The first thing I wanted to do was shoot a few frames of Kodak Gold 200 because it always takes me a few bad frames before I get into shooting.
That one was completely ruined. Everything about it was wrong. Well, we're about to actually do some surf photography now. We've got the Fujica AX3 on a 300mm lens. Bright sunny day, Kodak Gold 200. Hopefully I should have enough shutter speed that I can actually freeze some of the action and see if we can make some shit.
Our first session out surfing, I was really happy with the first few images that we created. I learned really quickly how difficult it is to photograph surfing on film. The first thing I needed to learn was how to anticipate when to fire the shutter. When shooting digital, you can just press the button and rattle off 10 frames in a second. On film, you only get one shot. You have to time the exact moment that you want to capture. Because by the time you've shot an image, wound the shutter, and advanced to the next film frame, the wave is already over. You only get one shot per wave. This first one is really good, but out of focus. This one I was just barely too late on my timing. After a few more frames, I started nailing my focus as well as my timing, and I think we made some great images for my first time out shooting surfing. After about 10 frames from the beach, I took the Canon A1 and tried to photograph out in the surf. It did not go well, and I didn't even get to take a single shot.
We're gonna take the Aquaboy
head out into the water and see what happens. What the fuck are we doing? I'm getting the shit kicked out of me. It's getting absolutely ruined. Well, what did we learn today? We learned that surf photography out in the surf is really hard, really hard. Basically, I got nothing. Basically, I just got the shit beat out of me, wave after wave after wave. If we're going to shoot with the Aqua Boy, don't wear a hat, don't wear Crocs. We got a lot to figure out. That did not work at all. Our second time out surfing, I was feeling a lot more confident, even though the conditions weren't exactly ideal. I struggled to figure out my exposure settings, but in the end, decided to try and overexpose by about 1 stop. I'm really happy with how the colors came out on these images. I think the way that Kodak Gold renders the blues of the ocean are really incredible. I'm really excited about how this sunset shot came out. I think the exposure was dead on. After my first massive failure shooting out in the surf, I had a lot of things I needed to figure out. Now that I was more comfortable getting out in the waves, I was finally able to take some frames on the Aqua Boy 3000. Yeah, I could have bought an expensive underwater housing for my Sony and probably made some much better images, but instead I chose to take a $100 waterproof film camera and try my best to shoot out in the surf. Okay, so we've learned a few things. Thing number 1, wetsuits. Even though it's really hot out here, still gonna wear a wetsuit. What it does, gives me a little bit of extra flotation while I'm out there, which helps a lot. Number 2, there's a whole bunch of rocks underneath the water, sitting on the ground. And when you get crashed by a wave and you get scraped up by all those rocks, kind of hurts like hell. Number 3, helmets. I know it doesn't look like a helmet, but it's a helmet. The reason being, last time I was out shooting, took a surfboard right to the head. That hurt a lot. So, taking the Aqua Boy out, let's go fucking film. Now that I had figured out some of the tricks to shooting with the Aqua Boy out in the water, we were actually able to make some half-decent images. The thing I love most about this little camera is how versatile it is. It's capable of getting wrecked by the waves, as well as being an incredible walk-around camera. If you're looking for a film camera that can capture in virtually any environment, the Aqua Boy is absolutely top tier. With the first roll finished in the A1, it was time to break out the AX3 again, this time with some Portra 800. We had some of the best light I've ever seen, with the perfect amount of haze in the sky giving us beautiful soft light. and I feel like I was able to finally start getting into my groove. We shot a mix of Portra, as well as some 400 TX black and white.
Wow. I think there's a chance that I got some of the absolute best photos that I've ever taken on film today. I'm so excited about it. I seriously can't wait. Oh, I hope they're in focus. I hope they're properly exposed. I hope I wasn't shaking too hard. I mean, I'm really excited about them. I think they could be really, really good. One of them, like right as he came past the sun, I got it, and so I'm hoping it's kind of like this orangey silhouette kind of look. One of them I got right as my friend was coming right through a barrel, had really, really beautiful, like teal greenish kind of aquamarine colors. Oh, I hope they worked. I really hope they worked. So we're nervous. We're really nervous.
After an incredible day out shooting, we packed everything up and headed south where the swell was supposed to be even bigger. We loaded the A1 up with some cheap Walmart film and headed once again out into the water. I was feeling really good about what we had shot so far and was excited to shoot again at a new spot.
Vámonos. Vámonos a las olas. Por favor.
This is how I walk.
Cameraman Kev. Damn. Damn, boy. Hey, don't forget your mouth guard. Don't forget your mouth guard. Oh. Let's go. Best cameraman ever.
Got the Aqua Boy right here at sunset. 2 cameras, 1 idiot trying to shoot film.
This time I feel like I unlocked a new secret of the Aqua Boy, shooting at sunset with a built-in flash. I'm absolutely blown away with how good these shots came out. They just have such a unique feel to them.
Freaking easy. Love you.
While out in Nicaragua, we were in the ocean all day, every day. The only way to get half decent at shooting something new is to just do it over and over again.
It's so much fun.
was born and raised in the desert and had never spent much time in the ocean. After figuring out how to survive in the water, I completely fell in love with the ocean. Being out there with nothing but your best friends and a camera, there's nothing that really compares. Up until now, I had only shot color film, so I decided to load up some 400 TX and shoot black and white. It was a bit of a strange choice to shoot black and white in a beautiful tropical environment, but I absolutely love the feeling these images give. With Kentamir Pan 400 in the Fujika, I wanted to shoot something other than surfing, to try and capture more of the people that we had met on our trip. These portraits were shot on the 55mm f2.2. I learned so much about shooting film in Nicaragua, and I can't say thank you enough to all the amazing human beings that made this trip possible. What I've found is that the best images come when you're able to just be completely present and in the moment. Honestly, it's just about forgetting about the camera and the settings and all the technical aspects of shooting. Let yourself be there and just make mistakes. Lean into the process of learning something new and let the moment unfold naturally.
We're wearing hats to the beach.
It's a surf skull helmet.
Mine's a helmet. Can't hurt me.
This program was made possible by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.